or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up. Yes, he made it. Yes, reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my staff. First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss.
He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tonight, it's simple. Memorial wins and they're Big 8 champions outright. Middleton wins and they share the crown. Bell Phillips Memorial comes in 22-1, winners of 19 straight, and 1 victory away from claiming the conference all to themselves. Middleton, they're 19-4. They've scored over 100 points 3 different times this year, and they're playing for redemption after a 25-point loss the first time these two met. That night, Memorial shot 61%, and they held Jackson Guerrero scoreless. Tonight, the stakes are higher, the building is louder, and the margin for error is razor thin. It's not March yet, but this feels like a championship game. A Big 8 title on the line tonight on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. And Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Browse their car selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. I'm Hunter Vaughn, alongside me the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Sumrow. And Dennis, Big 8 Conference Championship game tonight.
I'm going to disagree with you on one thing about the loudness of the gym.
It will be loud.
Because Madison Memorial, bar none, is the best. So I'm calling out the Middleton student section. They better be top to bottom here tonight because they are at Madison Memorial for home games. And the student section did come out for the Verona game.
Yep.
I was really proud of them. But it's senior night. This is the night you want to remember the rest of your lives. You got to get a W. And to be playing for a conference championship, doesn't get any better than that.
No, this is perfect for the final game of the regular season, playing for a Big 8 championship. But Dennis, this Bell Phillips Memorial squad, they're going to be without one of the 2 Liggon brothers. I spoke to head coach Steve Collins here before the game, and he didn't say which one. I couldn't tell because they're identical twins, and they didn't have their jerseys on.
Good luck.
But one of them has a wrist injury. Coach Steve Collins said TBD on a return for him. It makes things much more difficult here for Memorial, losing one of the 2 double-digit scorers for this Spartan squad.
Well, you just made the baseball coach pretty nervous, too.
Yeah.
Both brothers going to Bradley to play next year. And, boy, sometimes injuries have a way of, well, first of all, you come in and even though you've won 19 in a row, it's senior night, other team's court. You want to ruin it, right?
Yep.
And you want to, here's where you want to be greedy. You got to share the title. I don't want to share anything. You know, we teach kindergartners share. We need to teach coaches to share sometimes. But you don't share titles. You got to win them outright.
Definitely, and that's what Memorial is trying to do. I mentioned in the open there, Dennis, that the first time these two teams met, Jackson Guerrero went 0 for 10 from 3.
Nightmare.
And he was scoreless in that game. Jackson Guerrero on the season for the Cardinals leads the team with 17 points per game, and he was scoreless in this first meeting. What do the Cardinals need to do differently to free him up tonight?
They need to get him inside. All 8 of those. He missed 8 shots, all 8 from outside the arc.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like bring back bad memory of the Badger game last night. Sometimes you just got to stop heaving up the threes. and against Memorial the first time, they just kept going, and Memorial shooting 61%. The other, you got to be able to get the ball inside, get post touches. And when Garlick was here, Will Garlick now with the Badgers, that was one of the big complaints. You got a 7-footer, and he never touched the ball here. Well, it's the same thing now. It's a smaller team. You still got to be able to get some post touches or getting the ball through the post to get open looks on the outside. And I think the talent Sheehan tonight, I think you got to see some points out of Luke against Verona. He was shut down in that game. And then Carter Parks, he got the tying basket, the rebound down and tied that game against Verona. Here's a sophomore. He's playing for the seniors tonight. Next year, this is his team.
Yep.
I'm really impressed. 14 points, 7 boards, 56% from the floor, only shooting 21% from 3. No, I don't give him the ball outside. Give him the ball in the post. And I want to say, I think Carter tonight could be a decision maker here for the Cardinals.
Well, and you mentioned that inside scoring, to continue off of what happened in their first matchup. Memorial, in that 25-point victory that they had, they shot 75% from inside the arc in that game. Is that a level of production that Steve Collins can expect from his Spartans squad tonight?
Boy, I don't know. You can't expect to shoot 75%. But if you get the ball inside, they move the ball very well. And other coaches I've talked to about Memorial, that what they like is they know their roles. Guys aren't trying to do too much. They know what their strength is. And if they're not shooting the 3, they're going to get the ball to somebody else that's going to do a better job. So I think in that game they realized they were able to get the ball inside. So if you're shooting that well, what does that say about the opposing team's defense too? You're getting way too many looks at close looks at the basket, too many trips into the lane. And Middleton's going to be shifting up their defenses. I know they've been playing a little bit more zone here down the stretch. And also the second time through the Big 8. Everybody's seen you once. They've been shuffling a few things, so it'll be interesting to see when a team loses, they're the one that's got to make all these changes. Memorial won by 25. What do you have to do different? Well, now you lost one of your starters. You're going to have to make an adjustment. But Middleton is the team that you'd expect to be able to make a big jump because here's what we did wrong. We know what we got to fix.
Yep.
That, and they better shoot free throws better than they did against Verona.
Yeah.
Both teams. And now when I talked to one of the game officials there tonight, he said, "Oh yeah, you were here. That was a pretty good game." I go, "Well, both teams shot under 45% from the line and combined for 46 turnovers." And goes, "Oh wow, that was probably ugly." But he just saw the end of it. Yeah, that was great. But we survived the rest of it.
Well, and you mentioned the free throw shooting, Dennis. If this game gets tight late, or say Memorial has a close lead late in this game, they're shooting Miller for them. Anthony Miller is shooting over 80% from the free throw line. You've got Ezra Liggon shooting 80%. Caleb Liggon, his twin brother, at 71. So they've got some guys that can hit free throws. On the other side, Middleton as a team, they shoot about 59% from the free throw line. So if either of these teams need to foul late, we've got a pretty clear advantage here for Memorial from the line.
Yeah, the only one who shot well that game against Verona was Jackson.
Yep.
Jackson Guerrero hit, I think, 8 in a row toward the end of the game that kind of kept him in it. But how do you score a lot of points? Middleton scored 103 times. Layups and free throws. You got to get the ball inside and make the bunnies, and you got to get to the free throw line as much as you can. And that's the other thing. If you're firing up the threes, you're not going to be getting the line. You're not going to be calling fouls out on perimeter. You got to get inside and initiate contact, which they tried to do when Parks took the ball coast to coast. Middleton was hoping for an and one. He got bumped a little bit, but they didn't call the and one. But that's what you want. You want those extra plays.
We're counting down to the opening tip-off between Middleton and Vel Phillips Memorial. If Memorial wins, they are outright Big 8 champions. If Middleton wins, they will be co-champions with the Spartans. At Hooper Service, customer comfort comes first. Their home comfort priority plan keeps systems running their best, saving customers money with priority service. And for heating, cooling, plumbing, or fire protection, Hooper is there 24/7. Turn to the experts, Carrier at Hooper. So, Dennis, as we're previewing this game and looking at these two teams at the top of the Big 8 conference, they'll be starting their postseason run next week on Friday night with the regional semifinals for both of these teams, as everybody in the state of Wisconsin, they make their postseason tournament. When you've got a game like this, it's got to be really nice for the coaches to not have some throwaway game where they're, worried about like, oh, we're going to beat a team by 30. We can rest a bunch of guys. But you got to also think about keeping them in a good mindset going into the postseason next week. So even though there's a ton of pressure on tonight for these players, this is what these teams want, right?
Well, it's a one and done when you get to the playoffs, and anytime that you can get in a very competitive situation and find ways that now maybe it might be 2 or 3 games down the road, you get in this situation and go, hey, last game of the year, we get 2 free throws. We could do this. And that was actually when I wrote the last game for the Middleton Times-Tribune, and afterwards I asked Grimes when they were down by 10 late, and he says, no, we got this. We call a timeout and said, we can do this. We've done it before. And Coach Baber said, yeah, unfortunately, we've done it before. We've been behind and had to do that well. You don't learn a lot by blowing teams out. You learn by getting punched in the face and figuring out how to get around it. Yeah. How do you survive? And, sports are about picking yourself up, not about falling down, but picking yourself up and moving on. Now, there's one other underlined little thing here, which, because I've been doing this for a while, I know about. And I won't give you the record, but Memorial has owned Middleton over the last 2 decades. Let's put it that way.
Well, now, to be fair, for those that don't know, for our Middleton fans who are tuning in here tonight, if you maybe don't know the history of Memorial basketball, they owned a lot of people over the last 2 decades.
True.
Steve Collins, their head coach, has won state titles in 2005, 2009, and 2011. They had runner-ups mixed in there. It was about a 6-year stretch where they were at state every single year.
They had 14 straight conference titles.
Yes.
But since Coach Bavery has been at Middleton and Coach Collins has been here, it's been Memorial pretty much.
Yep.
Nothing would be better than for Coach Bavery to get the last. I got you on my own court the last game. But this might not be the last time they play.
No,
they're in the same side of the sectional.
Yep. Middleton is a 5 seed in the sectional, with Wanakee being the 4, and then Vel Phillips Memorial being the 1 seed in the sectional. So these two could see each other for a sectional semifinal game, which would then be at a neutral site somewhere here in the Madison area. We don't know where those sites will be yet. We won't know those until.
Well, what's Sun Prairie?
Yeah, I was going to say my guess would be.
Where do we want it to be?
If I had to guess, my guess would either be Sun Prairie East, DeForest, because Rick, the athletic director up there, likes to host those semifinal games. Oregon or Verona. I think those are kind of the 4 locations that I would expect it to be at for a sectional semifinal.
I like it. We like Oregon because they got us at half court up in the balcony.
Yes, they've got a great setup. So you and I, being a little selfish, we prefer that. We're counting down to the opening tip-off between Vel Phillips Memorial and Middleton here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The JV game still going on. 4:30 left in the JV game. Memorial out in front by 11, 61-50 in this JV game, and then we will have a 15-minute warm-up session before then the varsity game starts once this JV game concludes.
And we'll introduce senior night, so
yes,
there'll be a little ceremony ahead of time here.
Yep.
For
so
the
this
Cardinals.
It'll be a little bit of an extended pregame for us here as we get ready for this game between Middleton and Vel Phillips Memorial. Dennis, earlier this week, you and I, as we were doing our Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania Weekly, we filled out our brackets for this sectional that these two teams are in. As we were talking about that here, this is a really good sectional for the Madison teams, and it's one of those where I think we have a really good shot this year to get another Madison team back to the Kohl Center. Last year we saw Wanakee making it. This year I would expect we get another Madison team, probably one of these 3 Big 8 squads, whether it's Memorial, Verona, or this Middleton team.
Yeah, so we take a look at it. So we got Memorial on the top of the number 1 seed, Middleton with a 5. We got here Janesville Craig.
Yep.
That's a sleeper team
yep.
as a 12 seed. And Wanakee at a 4. And then on the other side you got Verona, Beloit Memorial. How about a Madison Memorial, Beloit Memorial final?
Mm-hmm. An old Big 8 game.
Yes, classic. Back when I was in high school, Beloit Memorial winning state titles, and that was phenomenal. The rivalry.
It's like when Syracuse plays like UConn in men's basketball, an old Big East game. It just feels like that right type of basketball, and that's what it'd feel like if we could get a sectional final with Memorial and Memorial.
That'd be a neutral, and again, they don't list where the sectionals are this year, so maybe we should do a pool, guessing throw some money and figure out where's it going to go. Where are they going to put it this year? I don't know.
I mean, again, this is me guessing on this, but if it is Madison, any of these Madison schools that are in that top half of the sectional taking on the 2 seed Beloit Memorial for a sectional final, my guess is that they would put that sectional at one of the 2 Janesville schools.
Yeah, well, Janesville schools are put it at Milton. Milton's got a very nice.
They do, but I don't know if it's big enough.
Well,
because like we saw last year for this sectional, we had Sun Prairie East and Wanakee over at Oregon, and they hit their fire capacity.
Yeah.
They had to have people over in the. Well, they were turning people away at the door.
I've seen so many sectional finals at Janesville, Craig. That's just been a natural. It's a huge gym. Old bleachers, though.
Yeah.
Rickety. Where they're going to put us now? That's been interesting. I've been there with a laptop sitting in the stands, nervous that it was going to fall through down below, or I was going to lose a tape recorder or something like that. But you just walk in, and that was like, again, sectionals, finals. It's even better sometimes in state because of that anticipation of getting over the hump, and it's like icing on the cake after that. But Janesville Craig's always done a really good job hosting. So, yeah, I've had Janesville Craig, Milton going back and forth. And, next week we're going to have sectional final girls and a regional final boys.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how far we got to go back and forth and how many sub shops or culvers are in between us.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to eat on that Saturday when you get the girls sectional final on the Saturday afternoon and then a boys regional final that night.
And I promised I'd do a little hype in there for Swanee. We're at Madison LaFollette tomorrow night.
Yes.
Best concession stand around.
Absolutely.
When you can get burgers and chicken sandwiches, if you want lettuce, tomato, and onion, and you want hot sauce, they got it.
Yep.
Name another place that's got more than just dogs and brats.
Madison LaFollette does have one of the best concession stands in the area, and that's where we will be on Friday night to tease our start of our postseason coverage, as we'll have the Kettle Moraine Lasers coming over to take on the Lancers of Madison LaFollette.
And if you go to a game outside like football or soccer, you get bacon.
Yeah, they can't do that inside. They don't want the whole school smelling like bacon.
Everything is better with bacon, right?
It's true, it is. We're going to take a short break as we are counting down to the opening tip-off between the Middleton Cardinals and the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans. The JV game, still about 2:45 left to go in this one, with Memorial leading 63-52. When we come back, we'll get to know the 2 head coaches a little bit more, as well as our keys to the game, as that was your window into the game. Brought to you by Wanakee Remodeling. If you're dreaming of transforming your home into the space you've always wanted, Wanakee Remodeling makes it happen, and their expert team is there to bring your vision to life. They're local, reliable, and dedicated to quality craftsmanship. Schedule a free consultation today at WanakeeRemodeling.com. The coach's profile and the keys to the game coming up next here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always, always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust, celebrating 120 years in 2026. With transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you, they protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Wisconsin homes ask a lot of their windows and doors. They need to be ready for anything year-round. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, everything we do is built around quality and durability. You shouldn't have to make compromises to ensure you're comfortable at home. So right now, take advantage of 0% financing for up to 4 years. Learn how the right windows and doors can make a meaningful difference in your home's comfort, efficiency, and overall style. With Pella, you'll get expert recommendations designed around your home, your needs, and the way you live. From design to installation, Pella's local experts are there to guide you every step of the way, helping you choose the right options for your home, your style, and your budget. Thanks to 0% financing until 2030 and our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your decision long after installation day. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 2/28/2026.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We're getting you ready for the Bell Phillips Memorial Spartans to take on the Middleton Cardinals in a Big 8 championship game. Again, if you're joining us a little bit late, if Memorial wins, they win the Big 8 conference championship outright. If Middleton wins, they will force a 2-team tie atop the conference standings, and then both teams will share the conference title. But the nice thing, Dennis, is with the conference championship banners that these schools have, they don't list co-champions. So both of them get to put up a year on their conference championship banners.
You win it, right? When the people ask, they don't say, hey, did you share it? No, we won it. We won it. And in this case, if Middleton does, then it is truly a share. They split the season series. But again, getting back to, coming into the season, Memorial was the team we thought to beat. And then, okay, La Follett's got a good shot this year if React stays healthy. Middleton had a lot to replace.
Verona had a ton to replace.
Verona lost all 5 starters. And what happens? Cream rises to the top. Verona's got some new stars. Middleton switched totally different offense. And going from a team that, Grimes mentioned Hurley in that group of 6'4" to 7-footers they used to have a couple years ago, to a smaller team, but that can run the floor with anybody. I'll tell you, I love this conference. And after football, where the pandemic really hurt football, especially the city schools.
Yep.
But in basketball, the basketball teams have bounced back, and top to bottom, even Madison West, you look at West and East, those are teams toward the bottom of the conference. Any given night, they're teams you better be ready for, and I think it'll be fun to watch over the next couple of years. I think this can be one of the best leagues again in the state. Classic 8 is Fox Valley. You look at the Greater Metro.
Yep.
I mean, this basketball in Wisconsin couldn't be any better. I mean, look at how many kids are going D1, and it's just fun to be out here. And on a Thursday night, hey, we're a better place to be than in the high school gym.
Exactly, and I think you hit on something there, Dennis, that the high school basketball in the state of Wisconsin, just overall, I think it doesn't get the appreciation nationally that it should. I think it's starting to because of players like Jalen Johnson, Con
How about
Kniffel.
Seth Trimble? Have you been watching him play? Man, he was Mr. Basketball a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I still have his dad's phone number on my cell phone. So after the he hit the game-winning shot?
Mm-hmm.
Was that against Duke, North Carolina?
Yep.
Yeah, I texted him right away going, oh, man, he's already a senior in college? Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we've got so many great players. Just like be able to keep them in the state. That's the whole question.
That is a whole nother conversation when it comes to that. But some great basketball we expect here tonight between Memorial and Middleton as the clock is winding down on this JV game with Memorial up 68-59 and 10 seconds left in the game. The Spartans just trying to run the clock out. Or they'll send up a 3 here late and still try and get themselves to 70, and they do. So 70-59, the JV team for the Spartans getting the victory. Again, 70-59 JV for Memorial, winning the first game, and now we're just about 15 minutes away from the start of the varsity game, so this JV game taking a little bit longer than we expected here this evening as the fans file in for this Big 8 Conference Championship game. Dennis, let's get to know our two head coaches here. These are two Hall of Fame coaches. They've both been at their schools for over 20 years now, and two of the best coaches in the entire state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, and they are teachers in the building.
Their buildings,
which is even better. So who do we want to start out with? Let's go with the visiting coach.
Yep.
Let's go with Coach Collins. 28th year at Memorial, 514 wins. Got his 500th back in December. A veteran mathematics teacher, teaches stats at Memorial. He's a Madison East grad, a city guy. Couldn't be even better. Inducted in the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame, September of 22. He's had 3 state championships in 2005, 9, and 11. State runners-up in 2004, 6, 8, and 10. Multiple Mr. Basketball Award winners. Most memorable win was winning the state championship. I was on the as a reporter for that game. Triple overtime in 2011. That's their last one.
Which, by the way, used to be the record for a state championship game until Steve was up in the booth with me for one of the all-time classic games. That was Arrowhead and Neenah, quadruple overtime in a semifinal.
And I was the statistician for that one. I was looking up and they're both going, oh, I wonder what it's like for Steve. And you said his phone was blowing up.
Oh,
it
was ridiculous in that game. It felt like the entire table was shaking because his phone just kept blowing up with his former players and the guys that were on that 2011 team talking about how, oh, you don't have the record anymore. We don't have the record anymore because of that game. That triple overtime game, though, I was at home watching that game, and it was incredible. It was one of the best basketball games I've ever seen in my life.
And one of my all-time favorite high school players, Wesley Matthews, Mr. Basketball, went to Marquette, and he went into the WBCA Hall of Fame a year ago. This June, he will be going into the Madison Sports Hall of Fame, which is very well deserved. Billy Wilson, it was on his last state tournament team, assistant coach here, and a JV coach. Jake Ferguson, with your America's favorite team, right?
The Dallas Cowboy tight end on that 2017
So Steve's coached some great ones, but he's had a couple of state coach of the year honors. But I think the best thing is he's a teacher coach. He's in the building. And boy, I love him. And now Kevin Bavery, and I've gotten to work Kevin's camps when Jeff Kind, who was also a Hall of Fame coach with the girls program. running their camps in the summertime, and how much basketball I learned just being around these two guys. Kevin's in his 20th year at Middleton. He has a record of 286 and 180 here, but he's 494 and 313 overall, just 6 wins shy of his 500. He went into the Hall of Fame the year after Steve, September of 2023. Longtime physical education teacher. He teaches specially designed physical education in Middleton, and he got his start under the legendary Eli Krogan, another Hall of Fame coach, back in '96. We first met when he was coaching at Oregon, where he coached Shaka Smart. And we go way back. So Kevin is outstanding. He even runs the fantasy football league I'm in. So I got a personal touch there, too. He went 184 and 107 with Oregon. He took the Panthers to the state in 2000, and Middleton to sectional finals in 2006 and 9. And he spent 2 seasons also at Cedarburg. He replaced John Boyle, another Hall of Fame coach here. So we got a lot of them in the area, I'll tell you. And both these guys, legendary coaches. I love talking. When we get on the phone, it'd be a 15, 20-minute phone call, easy, just talking hoops. So two guys I love to death, and I wish them well tonight. And it is senior night, so you're pulling. And this is our district, so we got to say, we live in the middle of the district.
I am a neutral observer, and I'm just here to present the game.
There we go.
It doesn't matter that I live 3 blocks away from this school.
Or that I live in Cross Plains and my daughter went here. Respect for both Memorial and Middleton. These are blue bloods in the state of Wisconsin.
They absolutely are, and these are 2 of our favorite coaches to cover and talk about. We love there's a ton of great coaches here in the Madison area, but Kevin Bavery and Steve Collins, 2 of our favorites to get to talk to
why they're
and
in the
to
Hall
cover.
Of Fame.
Exactly. They are great ambassadors to the sport and awesome educators as well. That was your Midwest Financial Group Coaches Profile. The lineup at Midwest Financial Group consists of coaches for your financial world, organizing the players on your personal team. Behind every great team is a great coach. Let the Midwest Financial Group be yours for your financial planning needs. Head to mfgteam.com to get started today. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor. So, Dennis, it's senior night here tonight. The seniors for the Middleton Cardinals being honored here at midcourt. They just had the cheer and dance teams as well honored here this evening, and we're waiting for warm-ups to begin this evening. But let's get into our keys to the game for this one. We'll again start with the visitors, the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans. What are their 3 keys to coming away with a victory and the Big 8 championship tonight?
Well, Memorial, who was ranked 3rd, by the way, in the state coaches poll, media poll.
Yep, number 1 in our Pizza Hut power ranking.
Their keys, we have to win the rebound battle, because if we rebound, we win the game. That's all it is. That's Steve's number 1. Know where their shooters are and close out on them. Middleton's got 3 outstanding guards in Caston, Grimes, and Guerrero. And get back on transition. Don't allow easy buckets. They want to drive downhill, and we can't allow it. In Middleton, right, they want to stretch the floor. They want to play at a high pace. And for the Cardinals, who are ranked 10th in Division I in the poll, and in ours, they are.
Our Pizza Hut power rankings, they fell to 5th, I believe it was.
Yes, this week. Anyway, Middleton rebounding. Sent 5 to the boards. Got to limit the Spartans to 1 shot. Handle the full court pressure. Take care of the ball and play at our pace. They like to score. They also like to score in transition and keep the pressure on both ends. So 2 teams that we want to see the score up in the 80s or 90s, but I think whoever's defense comes out on top tonight could be the answer. The last time that these teams met, it was 74-49, and that was not that long ago, January 20th. So we'll see if Memorial's defense or Middleton's is better tonight.
Well, and you mentioned that both of these teams like to get this score up into the 80s. That's where they're the most comfortable. That's where the majority of their points have been. But both of these teams have been able to get into some slugfest type of games as well. So if this does turn into a low-scoring affair, we're down to 2 minutes left in the game and we're just getting into the 50s for the score. Is there one team that you feel like that would be more of an advantage for?
Oh, boy, that's hard to say. I think from a guard standpoint, it's Middleton. From an inside standpoint, I think it's Memorial. Who is the all-time the leader in the Big Eight in three-pointers? It's Anthony Miller from Madison Memorial.
Yep.
So he can fire it up. But I don't think if it's in the 50s, it's teams are really they're struggling. Again, we saw that Verona game where neither team could take care of the ball and they couldn't make their free throws.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 60-57 game. That easily could have been in the 80s, up in the 90s. We make a few more shots. But in that game, Jackson Guerrero said, "We didn't make them tonight, but we're going to make them the next time." And that could be tonight.
Yeah, it most definitely could be, as these two teams battle for a conference championship. Again, Memorial wins. They're outright conference champions of the Big Eight. If Middleton can get revenge and get a win here at home in the final game of the regular season, they will force a share for the conference championship in the Big Eight. The last time Middleton won a Big Eight championship was just back in 2023, so not that long ago. So both of these teams very familiar with being atop the conference. It's not like this is something that is new for either one of these teams. But this is a great tune-up again, Dennis, for these two teams that expect and are hoping to be able to make deep runs and try and get themselves to the Kohl Center in just a couple of weeks. So, Dennis, are there any other players that maybe we haven't mentioned who might be an X factor in this game that fans might not be expecting to have a big night tonight, but you think they should keep their eyes on?
When we saw the Verona game, I really liked KJ Cross, number 32, 6'4" junior. He really gave them an inside presence. That's where I think that gives Memorial the advantage. And Levante Johnson going to go into the starting lineup for one of the Liggons tonight. A freshman, he's a future star. Looking on the other side for Middleton, here's a guy that came out for the football quarterback, came out this year to play basketball, Joey Pasaglia. I think he might be a factor inside, just some energy that he brings. He hasn't scored much. And Middleton goes 11 or 12 deep. It'll be interesting to see how many of those guys go. The last couple of weeks, it's been about 9 or 10, and then down to about 8 at the end. For them, Andrew Caston, when we saw him a year ago, he's their Energizer bunny. He's a chance to score. He's really quick, puts a lot of pressure on defense. So I think he might be a guy. And then I mentioned earlier Carter Parks. This will be his team next year. Might be a nice time for him to say coming out party. Seniors pass it. Okay, Carter, bring it home for us tonight.
Well, and you mentioned Joey Pasaglia for Middleton. For those that watched the broadcast of that Verona game last week when we were here, he set the pick that freed up Carter Parks to get that game-tying layup for Middleton. He brings a physicality off of the bench. You're not going to see him get a ton of scoring, but he is scrapping for every rebound. He sets hard picks. He brings that football mentality to the basketball floor. And I mentioned it in that game too, but I just keep thinking about from that Road at Night documentary when they talked about Howard Moore when he was a player, or as you call him, Howard the Duck. He wasn't a guy that was going to lead the team in scoring, but he does something off of the bench to help his team other than scoring. And that's the type of guy that Joey Pasaglia reminds me of with the way that he plays basketball. So I like that pick as being an X factor for Middleton.
Competitor. And that's why you like multiple sport athletes. Why do you play more than one? Yeah, you can be working on skills and development in the weight room, but you only learn by competing, by testing yourself. Okay, I'm in there, I've been lifting weights. Okay, how much more do I got to spend? What do I need to do to improve my game? But how do I make my teammates better? And I still remember a couple years ago when I needed to talk to Joey the first time I interviewed him after a game. He was ready to take off. He had a great game. One of his teammates called him, came back and spent 10 minutes with me for my game story. Kids don't have to do that these days. So from his junior year on, he's been a kid I've been impressed with, and he'll get to play football at the next level.
Well, and, talking about Joey Pasaglia for Middleton, he is one of those guys where things on the football field are incredibly easy for him. He works incredibly hard.
And remember, he is also an outstanding pitcher in baseball.
Yes.
When I asked him about last spring, he and Brooke Hendrickson from Mount Horeb was the same way. Quarterback in football and a pitcher in baseball. Said, when you got 275-pound linemen trying to eat your lunch and pound you into the ground. This is easy. Basketball and baseball are easy. So, but you learn by competing, and you transfer one sport to another. And your best are you're doing something all around, but you're doing something different teammates. Now, he's a star in football. He's a bench guy in basketball.
Yep. And
now check your ego at the door. What's more important, on the front of the jersey or the back? He believes in that. He believes in team. So, and I've seen guys over the years, quarterbacks, running backs, whatever, go play basketball or baseball, another sport, run track, where they're not the star anymore, but they know what it's like to have all the pressure on them.
Yep, and it's one of those things you learn how to fail, too. Because like I was saying, Joey, he's used to things being easy for him on the football field. He's a great basketball player, but it's not as easy as what it is for him when he's playing football. So he learns what that's like to have to try and work at that even more than what he already does for football.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Matt LePay shared something that Zach Morley had about coaching kids, that he had to stop practice. They were afraid to fail. They were afraid to they weren't making that extra pass or whatever he said. That's where you make your mistakes. You learn. You don't want to repeat them, but you learn by doing, and again, getting knocked down, picking yourself back up, and saying, okay, I learned from that. And again, it's always good when you have a guy who's a multiple sport athlete to transfer over so he understands what the point guard's going through.
And Dennis, as we're seeing the two teams warming up, just wanted to let fans know one of the Liggon brothers has a brace on his wrist. It is Ezra Liggon, who is out. Caleb Liggon is still healthy. He is still playing, but his twin brother, Ezra Liggon, is out tonight. Talking to head coach Steve Collins for Bell Phillips Memorial, he said TBD on the return for Ezra Liggon.
That's huge. Again, you talk about multiple sport guys that are going to be going to college to play baseball next year. Biggest fear this year was that they were not going to come out. In this day and age, when you got the next level and people trying to get you to focus on one sport, they've been having a ball, and they're having a chance to win a conference title and maybe a state title in another sport. And put that on your resume, baby.
Yep, and so in his place for Ezra Liggon, who again is out tonight with a wrist injury, Levante Johnson, the freshman forward, will be in the starting lineup for the Spartans. Johnson, a very athletic 6'4". They list him as a forward, but he's very similar to the Liggon brothers. He's really more of just an athlete. They're going to play him all over the floor tonight, I would expect, as the freshman Levante Johnson getting the start. Which, Dennis, this is good for a freshman like Johnson. The worst thing you could have is all of a sudden him have to get a start in a regional final game.
Well, you look at Memorial, normally would be starting 5 seniors. So here, this is the next generation. You've got KJ Cross, who we talked about, and Will Osowski-Sama Jr., and then Levante. Those are the 3 guys that they're going to be building this team around next year. So to get some more playing time in meaningful games, not bench time at the end, but as a starting role, playing for a conference championship, that's invaluable experience.
We're counting down to the opening tip-off between the Bell Phillips Memorial Spartans and the Middleton Cardinals here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Hunter Vaughn, alongside me the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow. And for over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. With upfront pricing and professional crews, Christofferson Moving and Storage handles the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage, your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com. It's 22-1, Bell Phillips Memorial Spartans taking on the 19-4 Middleton Cardinals for the Big 8 Conference Championship, and it's one of Dennis's favorite nights when we come to Middleton and it is senior night. They give little bios on the teams. Dennis, we've got a couple of minutes here. Let's run through some fun facts about the Middleton Cardinals seniors.
I've been profiling student athletes since the 90s, so I always
you eat this up. Go ahead.
Great. My favorite. Who is most likely to forget their jersey or shoes before a game? Oops. And it comes down to, it looks like Luke Sheehan and Dane Cratchey share the honors there. And I like, and Luke goes, who's the most likely? Me. So he knows.
Hey, to steal a line from our Milwaukee teammate, your former partner here in the booth, Alex Strofe, self-awareness is one of the most important qualities. Love that from Luke Sheehan. Hey, he knows who he is. He owns it. It's not like he tries to hide away from it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what do you do before a game? John Grimes, eat a banana. Okay, nothing. Mm-hmm. Andrew Caston, eat a banana.
Yeah, you got to get that potassium in. That helps avoid cramping.
Yeah, it's like most started listen to music. They're actually pretty tame here. There's nobody that's really outrageous. And a little history, Tim Locum was a player for the Badgers back when I was traveling with the Badgers. It was the time we were doing stats for a long time. He did, and I have a preseason questionnaire I'd fill out. He filled this thing out. He thought it was a joke. He put all this stuff on it. I put it in the media guide. He got publicity in the Chicago Tribune, though he listed his favorite team as the Rhode Island Gulls in the CBA. And they sent him a whole box of stuff. He thought it was a joke, and no, people take this serious. Diving for lures, fishing, that was his hobby. So I love Loki. He's a longtime coach. He's up in northern Wisconsin, and we follow each other on LinkedIn. So, but again, I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and it's cool. The kids have a sense of humor about some of this too.
Yeah, we'll get some more fun facts on the Middleton seniors as this game goes on tonight, as it is senior night for the Middleton Cardinals. They're looking for a share of the Big 8 championship with a victory tonight over the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans. If the Spartans win, they'll finish with a 17-1 conference record, 23-1 overall, and they will be the outright Big 8 champions. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off between the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans and the Middleton Cardinals here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust, celebrating 120 years in 2026. With transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you, they protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Is your home ready for a makeover? At Wanakee Remodeling, we specialize in exterior transformations that turn heads. New siding, flawless decks, and windows that shine. Our team delivers top quality craftsmanship with unbeatable warranties, ensuring your home stands strong and stunning for years to come. Call Wanakee Remodeling today at 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com. Schedule your free estimate and let us bring your vision to life. Wanakee Remodeling, building beauty that lasts.
Out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up.
Yes.
He made it.
Yes.
Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss.
He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer.
Wow.
It's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow. It's now time for our starting lineups. First for the visitors, it will be number 2, Caleb Liggon, the 6'5 senior forward for Bell Phillips Memorial. Then number 5, Cole Slack, a 6'4 senior forward. Number 11, Andrew Braun, a 6'2 senior guard. Also a 6'2 senior guard, number 22, Anthony Miller. And then number 15, Levante Johnson, the 6'4 freshman forward. For Middleton, it'll be number 2, Jackson Guerrero, a 6-foot guard. Number 4, Luke Sheehan, the 6'3 forward. This 5'9 guard. Number 5, Andrew Caston. Number 10, John Grimes, a 5'11 guard. And then the 6'3 sophomore forward, Carter Parks. The first 4 for Middleton, all seniors for the Cardinals. Dennis, final thoughts before this one tips off.
Yeah, 8 seniors, 4 each side now, thanks to Levante starting and Parks. So we've got the present and the future on the court.
Memorial will control on the opening tip-off in their road green uniforms with the script Memorial across their chest.
Good numbers up here in the penthouse. Easy to see tonight.
And good numbers in the stands too, Dennis. That student section for Middleton, like you requested, they are filled up to the roof.
Middleton starting out in the zone here.
Yep.
Memorial being very patient.
Miller thought about that 3 for a moment. Braun, the shot fake. Got double teamed for a moment. Now Miller sends one up and he drains one. Anthony Miller opens it up with a triple.
Nice assist there from Andrew Braun.
Memorial answering back with a zone defense as well to begin. Caston tries to answer with a 3 off the back iron. Rebound for Memorial. And then Braun has it poked away. Guerrero goes in, off the glass is good.
Well, he's off the schneid for this one. Memorial had him scoreless in the last meeting.
He's got the first 2 points of the night for the Cardinals.
And the school record holder in career steals, and also the single season record holder.
Middleton going back with that 2-3 zone. Liggon on the block. Out to the corner. Braun double teamed, able to pass out of it.
Good pressure, Middleton out top.
Yeah, they're extending that zone defense way out there. Slack, the shot fake, mid-range Jay, too strong. Braun with the putback. Back to a 3-point lead for the Spartans. The floater can't go. Sheehan with the board, stays with Middleton. Guerrero on that wing. Bounces out to Grimes. Cardinals trying to work the perimeter on this zone defense for Memorial. Grimes sends up a 3, back iron. Rebound, fought for on the deck, and it's taken in by the Cardinals. Sheehan can't get it to fall. Johnson with the rebound for Memorial. Miller thought about that 3. Braun sends one up. That one won't go. We'll have a timeout, Middleton. So our first Madison College timeout. Memorial leads 5-3, 15-15 to go in the first half. Madison College has been around for over 100 years right here in our community. They've grown to 7 campuses all across south central Wisconsin, including 3 in Madison. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up your career, Madison College is here for you. Learn more at madisoncollege.edu. That's madisoncollege.edu. Dennis, something that we see from the Spartans of Memorial is Steve Collins likes to change the defense every time out of timeouts and stoppages. They opened up with his own defense. You expect them to go to man here or stick with that zone?
It might be a different variation of the zone. Yeah, he likes to keep teams guessing. And that was one of those timeouts you hate to use early, but it's a possession timeout.
Yep.
And great call by Jackson Guerrero. Great rebound and not travel either when he was on the floor.
Guerrero with the fancy footwork and the finger roll. Jackson Guerrero had held scoreless in their first meeting. He has all 4 of the Cardinals' points. So they trail by 1. Middleton going back with that 2-3 zone defense. And a turnover by the Spartans. It went off the leg of Slack.
One thing to keep an eye on, again, that Verona game. Both Middleton started out with a bunch of turnovers in the first half, and then Verona was playing giveaway in the second half.
14:30 and counting to go. Memorial leads by 1. Cardinals try to get it inside for Sheehan. He has to give it out to Guerrero. Guerrero drives inside, and he's going to head to the line. KJ Cross called for that first foul, and that's the first team foul of the night.
Yeah, Memorial to the bench early here. Cross and Lisowski-Sem came in on the last time out.
And Caleb Liggon checking back in now.
Well, Jackson is making sure he's getting his points there. Memorial's had pretty good luck against him over the years.
Second free throw off the back iron, though, for Guerrero. We're tied at 5. Lisowski-Sem cut off, trapped again in the corner, trying to find somebody to pass it to. He turns it over. Middleton, a chance to take their first lead of the night.
Carter Parks there stepped in and denied that passing lane. We got
Parks on the elbow. Grimes sends up the 3, rims out. Sheehan, another rebound. Sheehan puts it back. The first lead of the evening for the Middleton Cardinals. 7-5, 13:38 to go.
Mentioned he's going to have to do some heavy work inside tonight. You need his scoring.
Liggon on the elbow, just took that one dribble and then passed off.
Cormac Carlson in the first sub for Middleton. He's been a game changer here the second half of the season. Nice.
Blazowski-Sem, the
Boom.
sidestep triple. Nothing but net. And actually, they're going to call that a 2.
Yep.
It's not a 3.
And
but then the steal, and Memorial's able to lay it in.
great one by Andrew Braun there. Take him to the hole.
Grimes sends up a corner 3, and that's nothing but net. And that one is definitely a 3.
Don't let him get hot.
Middleton back to a 1-point lead. 12:29 to go. Blazowski-Sem thought about the 3, passes off to Liggon. The shot fake sends it up from the corner. That rattles home. Caleb Liggon's on the scoreboard now. Memorial back up by 2.
And that one was a 3.
12-10. Grimes tries to answer with the triple. Can't get it to fall. A whistle underneath the basket.
Looks like you got a foul on Memorial.
Yep, and Caleb Liggon called for the foul. It's his first second-team foul.
6 minutes, just 2 fouls so far. We'll see if they pick it up now here a little bit. Letting them play.
Pisaglia in for the Cardinals. Gives off to Caston. He wheels inside. Can't get the layup to go. Ball's rattling around, and they're going to say it's a push out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals.
Last one, Pisaglia tipped that rebound out to Caston.
KJ Cross, his second foul. He'll head to the bench.
A player we haven't seen much of, Gotti Carrion, number 33, and wasn't listed in there too deep.
Caston's 3 is short. Memorial controls, leading by 2. Getting inside to Liggon. He gets cut off, has to pass it out. Slack trying to find somebody to pass to. Carry on, down low to Liggon, and he gets blocked.
Oh!
The putback and one. Caleb Liggon muscles it in and heads to the line for one more.
That was pure effort.
Joey Pisaglia picking up the foul.
Middleton's first.
Caleb Liggon, a 71% free throw shooter. That is pure and our largest lead of the night. For Memorial, they lead by 5. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Cross court for the Cardinals. Caston in the corner, has to pass out of a double team. Tried to bounce inside, stolen away by the Spartans. Chance to extend their lead.
Carrion with his first stat with a steal.
Miller getting double teamed on the wing. They have to pass out of it. Cross court, Miller sends up the 3 off the left iron, no good, and we've got a foul underneath. We'll go against the Cardinals.
Carrion going up strong for that rebound.
There's Luke Sheehan picking up his first foul, second team foul. 10:19 remaining in the first half. Memorial leads 15-10. And Memorial wins this. They win the Big 8 Conference Championship outright.
Turnover.
If Middleton wins, it is a share for the Big 8 crown. Turnover.
They're trying to force that pass underneath. Too many bodies right there. Got knocked out of bounds and off of Middleton. Jackson Guerrero back in now for Carlson.
Middleton trying to cut into this Memorial lead with 10:15 to go. Memorial leads 15-10. Guerrero on that far wing. Trying to get into this Memorial zone defense that they've opened up with for the first 8 minutes of this game.
The freshman Patrick Klein, their future's in there right now, in for Parks. Trying to get the ball inside to him and Sheehan.
And Klein has it on the elbow, tries to attack, hands off to Caston, the reverse off the top of the rim, no good.
Carrying clears the glass on that one. That was almost a circus, a horse shot, right? Throw it up and see if it lands.
Yep. Some of the Memorial fans wanted it to
hit the basket,
be called out, so then they would get the inbound off of it. Slack sends up a three. It's pure. Cole Slack gets on the scoreboard. Memorial extends their lead to 8. Middleton takes their second Madison College timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Memorial leads 18-10, 9:14 to go in the first half here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom. Fish Hatchery Road. Something with room for all your friends, right? These are the people who take good care of you. It's gotta be red, of course. Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
18-10 in the first half. Memorial leading the Middleton Cardinals in the final game of the regular season. Dennis, something you mentioned pregame for this Middleton team is that they have a ton of seniors on this roster, 4 seniors starting, 7 seniors being honored tonight on senior night. They're not afraid of any deficit with the way that they can shoot.
No, they've we saw in the Verona game they got down by 9, then they got down by 10 later, and that's the one thing that has driven Coach Bavery a little nuts during the year. He says, yeah, we're doing it again. But when you can shoot the 3 as well as they can at times, you're never out of it.
But we do see them from time to time because of how much they rely on that 3. They can go through
Live by the 3, die by the 3.
Yep.
Right? And we got a foul there.
Yeah, Gotti carry on. His first 4th team foul. Carry on heads back to the bench. Levante Johnson checking back in for Memorial. Inside 9 minutes to go, Memorial leads by 8. Grimes on the perimeter. Memorial sticking with this zone defense again. We normally see them change up their defense. Grimes sends up a 3 with a hand in his face. He knocks it down.
Caston with the assist, knew right where to get it to him. Nice little squared up to the basket. Nothing but net. Grimes is not shy. He has not met a shot he doesn't like. But as we just saw, he set that up. He didn't force it. Had a chance to take the ball inside, kicked it back out, and got the 3.
And Memorial nearly loses it. Braun is there to pick the ball up off the floor.
Look what
and
I
gets
found.
the easy layup. 7-point Memorial lead. Middleton sends up a quick 3. Can't get it to fall. Johnson pulls in the board. And the freshman Levante Johnson getting the start tonight for Memorial. Ezra Liggon is out. Blocking foul on Jackson Guerrero. His first foul.
Yeah, that was a...
Memorial trying to extend their 7-point lead. 7:30 to go. Pass goes out off the hand of Middleton, stays with Memorial. Lizowski-Sem checking in for Braun.
Middleton with a couple of the 2 and a 1-point lead early, but the last 6-7 minutes have been all Memorial.
And this is, again, what we see from the Cardinals pretty regularly this year is they'll just have these scoring droughts, and then all of a sudden they'll hit a 3, get a steal, hit another 3, and suddenly they're back in a game. So Memorial fans should not feel comfortable with a 7-point lead right now and 7 minutes to go in the half. Liggon through a double team. It's a blocking foul underneath on Jackson Guerrero.
Picked up his second. That's a big foul. Instead of Liggon's second, it's Guerrero's second.
And it sends the 71% free throw shooting senior to the free throw line. The first one is pure for Caleb Liggon.
For 2.
And the second one is good. 8 points for Caleb Liggon.
We're back up to a 9-point lead, largest of the game.
Middleton trying to answer.
Carter Parks back in there. He had a lot of time.
Klein has it poked away, but a foul. .33 Gotti carry on his second foul, and we have a timeout. It'll be a Middleton timeout. The Middleton Cardinals taking a 30-second timeout, trailing 22-13 here in the first half. Dennis, Memorial's out to this 9-point lead, the largest lead of the game for either team. Anything surprising you so far in this first half?
Well, the fact that Middleton's used 3 timeouts already here. That says they do not want to let this game get in the double digits. They want to keep this close here.
Which I guess is also a little surprising given how well they can shoot at times, that they're really, it does feel like concerned about this double-digit deficit. That's not something we haven't seen them come back from in the past. Out of the timeout, Middleton with the ball.
They've been outscored 10-2 over the last 6 minutes. Coach Baber, just be patient. And there's Parks, and
Parks
nice move, baseline.
Gets it to fall, his first points of the night. Down to a 7-point Memorial lead. Braun inside, the floater too strong. Rebound poked around, and it'll go out off of Memorial. You know, like I said, Dennis, Middleton can hit a shot, get a stop, and all of a sudden hit another shot, and they get right back into these games.
Here it is. You can get a 3 here. You're back to a 2-possession game.
Middleton's got to try and figure out this 3-2 zone. Grimes sends up the corner 3, short, gets his own rebound through a double team.
Up on the floor.
Yep, and there's a foul on the floor before the putback. Cole Slack picking up his first 6th team foul. So the next one puts Middleton in the bonus inside 6 minutes to go, trailing 22-15. Grimes, the hop step, the jumper can't go. Braun keeps it alive, gets it into the hands of his teammate. Middleton tries to work quickly, but a foul.
Parks picks up his first foul.
So it feels like the last few minutes, Dennis, have gotten a little choppy with some of these fouls. Just haven't had a clean kind of back and forth.
Well, neither team. But just really scrapping on defense. A lot of movement. Both teams in the zone, very active. Trying to double team on the sidelines.
Slack fakes the three, spinning in the paint.
Nice.
Great move. Cole Slack, 5 points. Parks gets behind the defense and the fast points for Middleton. Stays at a 7-point lead. It'll be out off of Middleton. The student section right in front of it. Obviously not happy about it.
Trying to help the ref a little bit with his call.
And they're not biased at all, I'm sure, the Middleton student section.
Oh, no. A whiteout night tonight.
On senior night, Middleton trailing 24-17. 5 minutes to go in the first half of this regular season finale. Miller cut off. Cross inside and another foul.
Parks with his second.
Both teams with 16 fouls. Next foul will be in the bonus.
The Middleton's a team that wants to run. They want to score a lot of points in transition. Memorial not letting them do that. Middleton trying to set up and not having much luck.
Miller's high arcing three can't fall. Cardinals pull in the board.
Good rebound there by Jackson Guerrero. Kind of scrapped for that one.
And Guerrero sends up an NBA range three. Can't get it to go. Parks the rebound and the putback. It's a 5-point game.
6 points for Parks since he came back in the game.
And a turnover, Memorial.
There you go.
Like we said, Middleton can go on some scoring runs.
6-2 right now.
Chance to get this to a one-possession game for the Cardinals. Down by 5. Grimes in the corner, going baseline, left hand, off the window and good. Just a 3-point Memorial lead. Braun double teamed, he gets the foul. Carter Parks, his third. That sends Parks to the bench. You read my mind, Dennis.
Just what we talked about. He's an important, trying to get the ball inside. He's got 6 points in the paint, and now he's got to come out and sit the rest of the half. And now we're in the bonus.
Dennis, something you and I talk a lot about when we do football games is the first one's no good, is that final 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half. Is that the same idea that coaches really want to play well in those spots in basketball?
You want to go into halftime and then come out right away. You make your adjustments and come out on top. So for Middleton here to be able to cut into this lead is important.
The second one good for Braun. He's up to 7. 4-point Memorial lead inside 4 minutes to go in the half. Spartans led by as many as 9. Middleton did have a 2-point lead at one point in this half.
Yeah, back when it was 7-5.
It was still a lead, Dennis.
That was it. That was their last lead.
Yep.
Right.
Cardinals trying to figure out this zone defense. Guerrero in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Passes out to Sheehan. Sheehan has it stripped away. Memorial with the steal.
Carrying another stat there, another steal.
Liggon in the corner, fakes the three, and he traveled. Well, Memorial forces a turnover, and then they turn it over themselves.
Carrying 6'5" sophomore. Again, one of those guys who's going to get some playing time last year. This is a good exposure for him. Pressure situation, and he's made some good plays out there so far. So good defense there. Knocked out of bounds.
Yep. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Middleton. 3:03 to go. Memorial leads 25-21.
Looks like football coach from Memorial might want him a tight end or wide the defensive end. He's got a big body out there.
Caston sends up the corner three. Can't get that one to fall.
Liggon with a rebound.
Yeah, I'm sure Austin Battaglia, the Memorial coach, is going to be pestering him in the hallways.
If he isn't already.
Yep. Miller in the wing, bounces it to Liggon, sends up a corner three, rims out. Carry-on gets the board,
and
the hoop, and the harm. Gotti, Carry-on, heading to the line for the old school three-point play.
First points.
That foul was on John Grimes. Carry-on's free throw can't go. Middleton going quickly. Grimes' floater. Perfect. Back to a 4-point Memorial lead. 2:22 and counting to go. Braun baseline through some contact. Too strong. Miller's putback. He's fouled. John Grimes is second. Anthony Miller, not the guy you want to be fouling if you're Middleton, as Miller leads the Spartans with 82% from the free throw line.
And now that's the ninth foul, so Memorial double bonus the last couple of minutes here. Put some distance here going into halftime.
Referee just wiping up some sweat on the floor.
Miller hit that three to come out, open the game. He hasn't scored since, so get him off the schneid here. There you go. Got his first.
And that first free throw, perfect for Anthony Miller. Miller averaging 13.9 points per game. So pacing below his average so far in this one with just 4 points. And now it is 5 points for Anthony Miller. 29-23, 2:15 to go in the first half. Memorial leads Middleton. Carlson tried to pass underneath, and it goes over the head of Pasaglia. Turnover by Middleton.
And a three here. Memorial could push it back up to 9, that largest lead.
Carlson harassing Miller as he gets it across the midline. And then Braun dribbles off of his leg and out. So right after Memorial forces a turnover, they turn it over themselves again. This is like the third time that that's happened to Memorial here this evening. They get some momentum off of a defensive stop, but then can't capitalize on the offensive end.
Yeah, Middleton just pulls Guerrero last 2 minutes of the half. He's got 2 fouls. He and Grimes with 2 and Parks with 3. Middleton's 3 starters in trouble here.
Grimes still out there. He's got the ball left of the point. And a pass bounced out of bounds. So turnover, our last 3 possessions.
And a foul before that.
So really 4 straight. We're inside 90 seconds to go.
Oh. He's like, what? Nah, that's a flop.
Lazowski Sem underneath off the glass. (31-23). Carlson nearly falling out of bounds, able to keep the ball alive. Down to a minute to go. Pasaglia baseline, passes it off. Grimes sends up a 3, skips off the iron. Rebound, Krejci puts it in.
On senior night, coming through, big one.
Dane Krejci off the bench. Cuts it down to a 6-point Memorial lead. 38 seconds to go. And then Liggon loses the ball. It's poked away for a moment. Levante Johnson, though, called for the foul. That's a tough foul for Levante Johnson.
That puts Middleton at the line.
All the way back underneath his own basket. Dane Crazy at the free throw line. The first one, no good. Rebound to the Spartans inside 30 seconds to go. Sem almost got trapped, able to pass out of it.
I think they tried to play for a shot, but Middleton right now is forcing the issue, double teaming the ball.
Miller sends up a three, skips off, a whistle underneath in the fight for the rebound.
Slack with that offensive board.
Patrick Klein called for his first foul, putting the freshman Johnson at the free throw line for two.
Double bonus. The last 8 seconds.
And now Levante Johnson gets into the scorebook with his first point. The second one, no good. Rebound, Middleton. Caston through some contact. He's going to head to the line to shoot two. Sem, the one called for the foul for Memorial with 3.8 seconds. Andrew Caston just attacking. Gets himself to the free throw line. The first is good.
His first point.
The second from Caston can't go. Sheehan puts it back.
3-point play.
And that does it for the first half of action. 32-28. The Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans lead the Middleton Cardinals in the regular season finale here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll look at the first half stats and look ahead to the second half of this Big 8 Conference Championship game between the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans and the Middleton Cardinals here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Is your home ready for a makeover? At Wanakee Remodeling, we specialize in exterior transformations that turn heads. New siding, flawless decks, and windows that shine. Our team delivers top quality craftsmanship with unbeatable warranties, ensuring your home stands strong and stunning for years to come. Call Wanakee Remodeling today at 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com. Schedule your free estimate and let us bring your vision to life. Wanakee Remodeling, building beauty that lasts.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important.
(32-28), the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans lead the Middleton Cardinals at the half here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda has been a part of the Madison community since 1973. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations, one on Fish Hatchery Road and the other on Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires at Zimbrick Honda? Buy 3 tires and get the 4th for how much?
$1.
That's right, just $1. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. Dennis, only one player in double digits for either teams. That is John Grimes for the Middleton Cardinals. Memorial spreading things out more with Caleb Liggins with 8, Andrew Braun with 7, and then Cole Slack and Anthony Miller both with 5. What are your thoughts here on this first half?
Well, first time these teams played, Jackson Guerrero was actually 0 for 11, 0 for 10 from three-point range. He ends up with 5 points, but he picked up 2 fouls, spent some time on the bench. Carter Parks had a good first matchup. He's got 6. He picked up his 3rd foul. Grimes that kept out there, even with his 2. So the foul trouble right there, and Middleton's only down by 4. So you consider themselves fortunate that Parks didn't play. He was on the bench for a good period of time. He came in and got 6 points and then picked up that foul number 3. That really hurt. It looked like Middleton had a little bit of an edge there inside with him working it. On the other side for Memorial, interesting, 5 turnovers for Middleton, 7 points off turnovers for Memorial, 7 turnovers for Memorial, 5 points off turnovers for Middleton. So that one's pretty close, which is 4 point. KJ Cross 2 fouls off the bench. Nobody in foul trouble there, but just some very good balanced scoring for Memorial. Again, I thought some of the keys was Gotti Carrion really gave them some good life coming off the bench. Picked up a basket, missed a free throw, but some big rebounds, a couple of steals, some nice defense, knocking the ball out of bounds. So I thought he was a factor in that first half. And then some of the role players, Zasowski Sem hit a couple of shots, and Andrew Braun. And when you're without one of the Liggons, who's going to step up? Well, Johnson's only got 1 point, but it's been kind of a team thing.
Yep.
And again, the coaches that I've talked to, what they like about Memorial is they all know their roles, and it's a pretty unselfish team, and looks why the score's up by 4 at half.
They lead 32-28. The winner of this game will, if it's Memorial, they will outright win the Big 8 championship. If it is Middleton, they will earn a share of the Big 8 championship partnership with the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans. Gruber Law Offices has a reputation for winning, and their experienced, powerful team works tirelessly to help people and families seriously injured in accidents by providing the best care and service. There is never a fee until they win your case. Gruber Law Offices has been serving the people and state of Wisconsin for over 35 years. One call.
That's all.
That's right. We'll take another break. When we come back, the second half of action between Middleton and Vel Phillips Memorial here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker Pizza is back. For just $10 for a limited time, get an extra large pizza with 6 huge slices so big you have to fold them. Load it up with your favorite toppings, like the classic and crispy pepperoni. It's the perfect way to feed the crew with giant slices and one legendary vibe. Big size, big value, just $10. Head to one of their locations. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
32-28 at the half. Memorial leads Middleton here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They are your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you are looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Browse their car selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. The Middleton Cardinals will start coming out of the halftime break. Parks sends up a mid-range jumper, too strong. Rebound for the Spartans. Braun had to circle back.
Around 23 points the first time around. It's 7 here in the first half tonight. See if he has a big second half.
Slack inside, working, not strong enough. Rebound Cardinals. Caston attacking the Euro step, kicks out to the corner. You have to pass it back out, work the perimeter. Inside to Sheehan. Works inside, the sky hook. Luke Sheehan looking like Kareem in the post.
If you mention that Kareem, he might say who? Different generation.
Well, the problem is I don't know who else has a sky hook like that anymore. That's not a move anybody uses.
Right. So we see some hooks at the college level, but not like that.
Miller firing up a 3, skips off. Jackson Guerrero gets the board, and we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Memorial. Spartans with a 2-point lead. Johnson tried to bounce it to Braun, but Braun wasn't looking for the ball. Grimes dribbles off his leg, picks it up, stays with Middleton. Guerrero fires up the deep three. Long rebound, stays with Middleton. They'll send up another one, and they'll knock one down. Andrew Caston, his first points of the half. Middleton with their first lead since it was 7-5.
Well, you're talking about coming out hot. 5-0 run to open the half.
Cross on the wing, the deep two, pure. Yeah. That was a beautiful jump shot for KJ Cross.
Pull-up jumper.
Memorial back in front. Just inside 2 minutes gone in the second half. Caston fires up a three. That one's short. Rebound knocked out off of the Cardinals.
It looked like Parks came up over the top there and tried to get a hand on it, knocked it out. Yeah, a little poking pressure in the backcourt there with Caston. There's your Energizer Bunny going to work.
They've been doing that to Anthony Miller when they get the inbound to him. Cross has the ball poked away. Caston can't control, stays with Memorial.
This being up here, we're not as close to Coach Collins.
Yeah.
Can't hear him up here. But
you can definitely see him on the video, though.
Didn't like that last one.
Yep. Miller in the corner. Tried to bounce it to Cross. Taken away by the Cardinals. Caston lost it for a moment. Dribbles off his leg again. Out of bounds, and it goes back to Memorial. So KJ Cross just harassing him enough and forces that turnover.
We played 2.5 minutes and 4 turnovers, 2 and 2 both ways.
Miller tried to bounce pass to Caston, went off of Caston's leg, right back to Miller. Then the pass deflected away. Another turnover for Middleton. Grimes the other way, inside to Parks. Parks off the window.
Fast break, back to the Cardinals.
Middleton with a 1-point lead, 15 minutes to go in the game, 35-34. Cross's pass intercepted. Caston with it for Middleton.
3 lead changes here so far in the second half.
Grimes baseline floater, not strong enough. Gets his own rebound for a moment. Parks picks it up and puts it in. 3-point Middleton lead.
Parks with 10 points now. Again, he's so important at inside game. Got to keep him on the floor.
Liggon knocked down, and it is a turnover Memorial.
4 straight possessions, turnovers, and a timeout Memorial.
Timeout Memorial. They try to stop the bleeding, trailing by 3, 37-34, 14-24 to go. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, also brought to you by TPC Wisconsin. And at TPC Wisconsin in Madison, there's no off-season for your game. Get ready for next golf season. Join today and pay no dues until April 1st. That's right, no dues until April 1st. Learn more at tpcwisconsin.com. That's tpcwisconsin.com. Dennis, Memorial, led by 4 at the half. 32-28.
9-2 run here. Back-to-back baskets inside by Parks. Had a nice dish from Grimes for the first one, and then just working the boards. Got the picked up the garbage inside, as you could say, laid it in for 4. Middleton now with the largest lead of the game.
And inside to Sheehan. They extend that largest lead up to a 5-point Middleton lead. Miller tries to silence the crowd with a 3. Can't get it to fall. Long rebound. Pulled in for the moment, but Guerrero was out of bounds. It'll stay with Memorial. Inbound to Anthony Miller. 13:45 to go. 39-34. Middleton leads Memorial. Miller in the corner. Trying to find somebody to pass to. Liggon had to come out for it. Braun thought about the 3. Liggon sends up the triple. Short. Rebound. Put back. No. Rebound fought for, stays with Memorial. The long pass goes into the first row. Another turnover by the Spartans. Gotti carry on that time, turning the ball over on that errant pass.
We got an offensive rebound. Got 2 boards there right there and a missed putback.
Deep 3 from Guerrero. Skips off the iron and out. Missing that one to the left. 13:06 to go in the game. Middleton leads 39-34.
See, they're anxious to come down and just get a basket right away. Maybe should have pulled it back out and tried to set it up. That was ill-advised shot.
Liggon nearly losing it, gets double-teamed, has to pass out. Zowski-Sem getting harassed. He passes off. Miller, open 3. No. Fighting for his own rebound, and it will go to Middleton.
Good job by Caston to get there and knocked it off him. Right now, 5.5 minutes in, all Middleton here in the second half.
Are we underestimating, Dennis, the impact that not having Ezra Liggon might be having on the Spartans?
Sure. Again, that misses a piece of the puzzle, and the younger players have done some good things for Memorial.
Grimes a triple. Sorry to interrupt you there, Dennis, but Memorial's up to an 8, or Middleton's up to an 8-point lead.
It's a 14-2 run now in the second half.
Memorial tries to stop the bleeding. A Johnson 3, no good. Quickly ahead, Grimes off the window. It's good.
Oh, Middleton.
16-2, Middleton run. They have a 10-point lead. A whistle and an offensive foul. Gotti carry on, picking up his 3rd foul. First team foul, first foul of the half, and a timeout by Steve Collins. And Memorial trailing 44-34, a 16-2 run to open up this second half. We're going to keep it right here in Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a new or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda just off the Beltline in Madison or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
It's 16-2 run. 10 of those are in the paint. Talked about that inside game for Middleton and the fact that Parks had such a big influence there. Still on the floor. He had those back-to-back baskets. And now it's just like everything Memorial doing is wrong. I mean, if there's any luck at all, it's all bad luck right now for the Spartans.
They'll go with a Full court press now out of the timeout. Middleton trying to extend their largest lead of the game. They are up by 10. Grimes, corner triple. Oh, nothing is missing for Middleton.
So when he gets hot, he's unstoppable. 8 points in the second half now, 2 threes.
A steal. Guerrero setting up and lays it in. 15-point Cardinal lead.
This does not look like a number 1 seed right now in this sectional. Memorial's totally out of sync.
Braun lost it for a moment, kicks out to Slack, thought about the 3, goes with the floater, no, put back, rolling off the rim, can't go, Braun can't get the put back. He'll head to the line though to shoot 2. Carter Parks picking up his 4th foul.
That could be a biggie. Big factor in the second half so far for Middleton.
Braun's first 2 strong.
Of course. Cross had that nice little jumper just about a minute and a half in. That was 6 minutes ago. And Memorial has yet to score since then. 16-0 run since that point.
Braun
finally
gets that one to fall.
The number 34 was up there for an awful long time.
It was 32-28 at the half, a Memorial lead. Middleton came out firing. Grimes floater, but it's going to be a charge.
That's his 3rd foul.
So some foul trouble to watch out for. Grimes with 3, Parks with 4. Gotti carry on for Memorial with 3. 49-35, 10:30 to go in the game.
Plenty of time to come back. Just need to be patient here on offense, get some stops on defense, and Spartans could be right back in it.
If there's one coach in the state that I trust to be able to come back from this deficit, it is Steve Collins.
We saw it last year. Remember Sun Prairie East down by 10 there in the second half, and Memorial came back with a bunch of threes.
Banyai on that far wing. Wazowski Sem now. They'll go back and forth. Middleton going with this zone defense. Memorial having trouble cracking it.
Oh, lost the ball.
And Liggins loses it out of bounds. Another turnover by the Spartans. Trailing by 14, 9:48 and counting to go. A steal by Memorial. Johnson, the fast break, adjusts in midair, lays it in. Levante Johnson gets his first field goal. Middleton quickly back on offense. Crazy sends up the 3. He knocks it down.
On senior night.
Tane Crazy answers back with a triple. 52-37 Middleton. Johnson nearly losing the pass to Liggon. Sem thought about that 3. Passes off to Johnson. Shot fake, sidestep, sends it up, knocks it down.
Ice in his veins on that one.
Down to a 12-point Middleton lead. Caston, open 3, skips off, Liggon pulls in the board.
Memorial cut it to single digits here with 8 minutes to go. Be a big play.
Banyai on this near wing. Trying to find some way to break into the zone defense. Liggon in the high post, out to the corner, slack three, skips off, Middleton collects. Eight minutes remaining. Caston nearly losing it. Carlson three, rolls in. Cormac Carlson's first points, back to a 15-point lead for Middleton. Johnson tries to answer, too strong. Liggon pulls it in. Banyai sends one up, skips off, rebound to the Cardinals. Johnson gets called for a foul.
Team second.
7:35 to go, 55-40. Middleton leads Memorial. The Spartans led 32-28 at the half.
27-8 run to open the second half. I'll take that.
Yeah, that was the thing we said in the first half. Middleton can go on some scoring streaks, and we saw it here to open up this second half. Carlson, another three. That one too strong. Braun quickly the other way. Braun off the window.
Coast to coast, baby.
Memorial's going to need a lot more of that to get back into this one, down by 13 with 7 minutes to go. We've got another foul on the Spartans.
Braun's first.
Just the third team foul. 7:05 to go, 55-42. Middleton leads. Again, if Memorial can get the comeback and win this, they win the Big 8 Conference crown outright. Middleton wins, and they will be co-champions with the Spartans.
And, of course, we know nobody wants to share.
No, this is the one time that sharing is not caring. Sheehan gets trapped. Able to pass out of it.
Good feed.
Klein able to control and lays it in.
Nice feed there by Carlson. Good bounce pass and convert.
Cross the mid post. Little hop. Through some contact. Can't get it to fall. Still goes to the line to shoot two.
Tracy with his first foul. Just 3 fouls apiece there, so nobody in trouble here second half. And a miss.
Cross's free throw rolls out. .6:27 remaining in the final regular season game of the year.
For 2. I haven't heard that cheer for a while. And he is 0 for 2.
The second one is no good.
1 for 4 at the line after 7 to 9 in the first half for Memorial.
Sheehan underneath, no foul on the contact, can't get the putback to fall. Memorial trying to cut into this deficit, down by 15. Braun's floater not strong enough. Cardinals with another rebound. Time starting to run down inside 6 minutes to go. Guerrero, a three, not strong enough. Braun gets the rebound. Trying to go quickly on offense. Braun gives off to Johnson. Underneath, that one connects for Levante Johnson. 7 second half points for the freshman. Grimes, corner three. No. Sheehan with the board. The floater blocked, but they'll call a foul. KJ Cross picking up his third. Luke Sheehan at the free throw line for the Cardinals. First one doesn't fall. He's a 47% free throw shooter. So of the starters for Middleton, Sheehan is the one that Memorial will want to foul here late.
And now the Memorial goes 0 for 2. The dueling cheers. I like it. 0 for 2. Nope, sorry.
Second one is pure for Sheehan. He's got 5 second half points, 9 on the night. 14-point Middleton lead. 5:20 and counting to go. Memorial, again, trying to probe this zone defense. A deep 2 and a foul. Andrew Kasten's first foul, sending Lazowski-Sem to the line. The junior guard, Will Lazowski-Sem, 63% free throw shooter, will shoot 2, down by 14.
And there we go.
Make it down 13. The second one rolls in for Lazowski-Sem. He's up to 6 points tonight. 12-point Middleton lead. They led by as many as 15 tonight. Largest lead for either team. Middleton led 7-5 in the first half, and then Memorial went on a run, got their lead all the way up to a 9-point lead before leading by 4 at the halftime break, and then it was a big run for Middleton that got them out to this huge lead. The 3 can't fall. Grimes gets the rebound. Middleton will reset. Guerrero through traffic, lays it in. Freshman Levante Johnson on the right side. Liggon back to Johnson. Braun faked the 3, passes it off to Liggon, sends one up with a hand in his face. Can't get it to fall, and it's out off of Middleton. It'll stay with Memorial.
4:11 to go, 14-point deficit. Memorial now just needs to score. They got to get about 2 or 3 stops in a row here.
Johnson fakes the 3, sidestep, knocks it down. Have yourself a second half. Levante Johnson, 10 second half points for Memorial. Middleton takes a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, 60-49. Middleton leads, but Dennis, Levante Johnson having a great second half. 10 points in the second half, 11 points on the night.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. He's had a pretty good year for Memorial, coming in, averaging, there we go here. He's averaging 6.8 points, 3.8 rebounds, 62% free throw shooter, but he was only shooting 28% from three-point range. He's had 2 really nice long balls here in the second half. But you got it down to 11. You got to get single digits here so they can start fouling. And you only have 4 fouls too. You're gonna have to get some fouls to get Middleton in the bonus.
Parks sends a pass off the bottom of the rim, pulled in by Memorial. Braun quickly the other way, coast to coast, has it poked away by Kasten, stays with the Spartans.
Well, I guess that qualifies as a stop, but the pass hit the back, hit the bracket.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yes, yeah, and if you're both, it's usually a good day. Now
Memorial a chance to get this down to a single-digit score, but Liggon has it knocked away. Middleton with the ball.
Miller was calling for it on the right wing, wide open.
Middleton's going to have no problem spreading this out.
Yep.
Got a foul. Caleb Liggon, his second. Middleton's going to have no problem making Dean Smith happy with a little bit of a four corners type offense. Eat up as much clock as they can with no shot clock.
You got an 11-point lead. Spread the floor. Look for layups. Look for free throws.
3:29 to go. Middleton leading 60-49 here in the final game of the regular season. Parks underneath. Muscling himself down.
Let's see what the call was.
Yeah, they're still showing 60-49.
You wipe out the basket for an offensive foul?
No, they just gave it to Parks. He's up to 12 points now.
Yeah, they just put it on the board.
They're wiping up some sweat. So unfortunately, we don't get the PA announcement of what happened, but it's 62-49 Middleton. 3:20 to go. Lisowski Sem underneath off the glass. Gets it to fall. 4 second half points for Lisowski Sem. 11-point game. A scrum for the ball on the deck. Pulled in by Middleton for the moment. Sheehan gets fouled. Lisowski Sem, the one picking up that foul. His second.
Middleton can smell blood in the water now. 11-point lead, 3 minutes to go.
Memorial needs a stop and a score desperately.
That's the guy you foul.
Yep. Sheehan gets fouled. Caleb Liggon's third. Middleton is into the bonus now, and Sheehan's first rolls off, rebound Liggon. 11-point Middleton lead. Memorial can get it down to single digits with a bucket. Lisowski Sem attacking through contact. No, and the rebound for Middleton.
Parks pulls it down.
Sheehan attacks and the finger roll.
So you miss a free throw, but you make up for it with a fast break layup. Good hustle down the court.
Miller quickly Euro steps in, gets his first points of the second half. Back to an 11-point Middleton lead. We're down to 2:29 to go. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Memorial. That was off of Banyai, who now heads to the bench. Caston being guarded by Lisowski Sem. Middleton's going to just try and eat up as much clock as they can. Down to 2 minutes to go. Parks passes up a three and then turns it over as Sheehan can't control. Miller dribbles behind the back, gets past the defender, through three defenders, can't get the layup to go, and it's out off of the baseline. Ball will stay with Memorial. Inside 2 minutes to go, 64-53, Middleton leads. Memorial with the ball. Slack, the three, can't get it to go. Another rebound for the Cardinals. Sheehan passes up a three, thought about it instead, dribbles to eat up clock.
Over and back.
And they're going to call a timeout. Middleton will.
Last timeout. Nope. Oh, I think they charged the timeout. Middleton just called the last timeout. I thought was Middleton's. It must have been.
Middleton called the timeout that time.
Yep,
They were
they're down to 1
scrambling offensively, leading 64-53. Interested in individual or group lessons from some of the highest level of coaching for the baseball player in your life? GRB Academy offers individual and group lessons for baseball players of all ages and skill levels. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player. Dennis, 64-53. Middleton is up. Again, they went on that huge run to open up the second half after they trailed by 4. And Memorial just hasn't been able to answer.
No, Memorial shot 61% the last time they played. They actually shot 61% in the first half tonight. Coming in, they were 12 of 20, and Middleton was 41%. Just flipped here in the second half. Middleton came out right away, got a nice a putback. Was it a putback basket there? No, that was missed. That was they had a little hook shot.
Yep.
The hook shot by Sheehan. They got him going, and then they got a 3 from Caston. But the back-to-back inside baskets, I think, for Parks were the key there. They got the ball inside. Now they're spreading it around here. And there's not too much Memorial can do is just chase.
Memorial nearly got a turnover as they had that trap in the corner, and then a long pass that nearly went out of bounds, but Middleton was able to keep it alive, and then the pass kicked out of bounds, staying with Middleton.
It's a 4-possession game right now.
With 90 seconds left.
And Middleton's got its starters back in, including those 3 guards.
Grimes splits a triple team and then draws a foul. Braden Banyai drawing his first foul, sending Grimes to the free throw line. Grimes, the best free throw shooter of the starters for Middleton at 70%. The first is nothing but net. The second one rims out. Liggon pulls in the board. Down by 12. Liggon sends up the 3. Can't get it to go. Fighting for the board. Memorial able to control. Miller sends up a 3. That rims out. Liggon the board. The putback and 1.
His first points of the second half.
John Grimes, his 4th foul.
Too little, too late.
Liggon's free throw rims out. Parks controls for Middleton. He's trapped on the baseline. Trying to fight through it. Picks up his dribble, a whistle, and we're going to have a foul. 1:04 to go. Banyai his second. Carter Parks with the 1-and-1 for Middleton. Leading by 10 and 1:04 to go.
Nice night, 12 points here.
Parks first, no. Johnson pulls in the board. Miller coast to coast through some contact. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Sheehan. Caston pulls it in. Now he slows it down.
There you go.
Guerrero through and lays it in. Had the wide open lane, had to take it. Back to a 12-point lead.
They had 3 players on the ball, and he just got free.
Down to 30 seconds. Middleton controlling.
Parks
to Caston, lays it in, and 1.
That was a sophomore giving the senior a last shot at home. Beautiful feed. He could have gone in and dunked that. Nice underhand, laid it up, and now a chance for a three-point play.
Now some of the Middleton staff working tonight going to stand in front of the student section. There was a reminder earlier in the game, too, not to storm the court at the end of the game, as that's against WIAA rules. Caston's free throw's good. 70-55, 24 seconds left. Miller spinning in the lane, heads to the line for an and one. Anthony Miller is going to keep attacking with inside 30 seconds to go. And the student section going crazy as Kevin Bavery's going to go deep on his bench. Aaron Gepner checking in.
That's the last senior.
So all the seniors going to get some playing time on senior night for Middleton. Miller's free throw, too strong. Rebound fought for, Cardinals collect. Long pass ahead. Cardinals just slow it down, try to eat up clock.
And a foul.
Another foul. Anthony Miller's first foul.
And we finally hit double bonus.
It's amazing how you can get to that 9 so quick sometimes, and then all of a sudden it just stops getting fouls. 11 seconds to go. Parks at the free throw line. Nothing but net for Carter Parks.
And 13 points.
One more for Parks. That one's too strong. Banyai pulls it in. 8 seconds to go. Banyai, the deep three. No. Tried to put back from midair. It's no good. And that will do it on the final night of the regular season. Middleton rises to the moment. They are Big 8 co-champions. 71-57. The Middleton Cardinals, Dennis, responding after being down by 4 at the half, charging back to open up the second half and get a massive win in the final game of the regular season. This was an impressive night for the Middleton Cardinals.
Yeah, they shot the ball better from deep, but the big thing was they were able to get the ball in bounds. And you talked about the end of the first half to the beginning. They got it down to 4, made their adjustments, came out with that quick 9-2, and then it snowballed from there.
Yep.
You could just see the confidence. And, again, it's senior night. You want to honor your seniors. You want to do it with a conference championship, and they're able to do it. And the play of the game, Carter Parks feeding Caston for the last layup there for his last bucket on the court. Now Middleton will have a chance to play at home. No, well, they will, the first.
Yeah, they're the 5 seed.
They're the 5 seed.
So they'll play the 12.
That's right. They get one home game here.
Yeah.
But last regular season game, and now the students are out there on the floor to help and cheer.
Yeah, Middleton students, along with their team, celebrating the Big 8 co-champions. Bell Phillips Memorial, Dennis, they only lost one game all conference season, all season long up until tonight. It was that one game against Verona early on December 6th, just the 4th game of the season, they had won 19 consecutive games. And then tonight, they come in. They don't have one of their senior stars, Ezra Liggon, who's out for TBD.
To be determined, with a possible wrist injury. We don't know. He came in averaging 11 points, almost 6 rebounds a game, an 80% free throw shooter, a 41% from three-point range, and 50% from the floor. That's a big chunk to take out. But Memorial was able to do some good things, and in the second half, we did get to see a little bit of the coming out party for Levante Johnson. He had a great second half, 10 of his 11 points. And we saw a couple of other younger players, KJ Cross, Gotti, Carrion, were able to make some contributions. But again, Middleton, it's one of those things where you get the momentum is kind of a fickle thing once you got it. And everything the Memorial tried, they turned it over. Bad passes, missed shots. They called a couple of timeouts trying to stem the tide in. I asked in the first half, Middleton called 3 timeouts to keep that single digit. And never got to 10 points for Memorial. They got it down to 4. I thought that was some pretty good coaching in the first half to be able to kind of, monitor the game or maintain. And we talked again how many times this team has come back during the year. And Kevin Bavery's turned a little bit more grayer, I think, this season. But he's going to treasure this conference championship, a team that wasn't expected to maybe be good in the top 5, but not, this was supposed to be Memorial's year. And now Middleton's going to be cutting down the nets here, which is great.
They brought the ladder out so the Middleton Cardinals can cut down the net. They are co-Big 8 champions. Val Phillips Memorial still conference champions. They'll still be able to put a 2026 up on the years for their conference championship banners back at Memorial High School. Now but it's a bittersweet kind of a conference championship for them.
It's going to drive them a little bit now, a little chip on the shoulder, because people are going to say you were number 1 seed and you lost your conference championship in your last game. Well, when you lose one of your players, it's going to happen. They'll make some adjustments. And we don't know how long it happened. It just happened in practice. Did they have much chance, or was it like, game time, you got to make a switch in your lineup?
And I will say, again, I talked to head coach Steve Collins before the game, and that's when he told me TBD on it. And from working with Steve and interviewing him the number of times that I have, you've known him for a long time, Dennis, you can kind of tell when he doesn't want to talk anymore. And he gave that feeling of like, I don't want to talk about this right now. So we don't know how long that Ezra Liggon is going to be out for Memorial. He was one of the leading scorers for the Spartans team. So that is a tough loss. No idea how long he will be out for. But they now have to try and bounce back, as again they are the 1 seed in their sectional.
So you get a first round bye, which most teams do. So you don't have to play now till next Friday.
And they'll play either Sun Prairie East or West Tosha Central. So 2 questions for you, Dennis, for this Steve Collins-led Val Phillips Memorial Spartans team, who are the 1 seed, losing tonight, so they end a 19-game winning streak before they head into the postseason. Are you maybe happy that you don't have that winning streak on your back anymore as you go into the postseason if you're a Spartan player or a Spartan fan?
No, I think you want to keep things rolling. You want to keep things going as they are. If you're going to get a loss, I guess that's a good time to get it, in regular season. But you talk about who's next on it. But if they get to the regional final, they've got a big physical Badger team, and then also Kettle Moraine had a good chance. We've got the Kettle Moraine girls tomorrow. Talked to Coach Strank about that. And he said, Coach Rickard, their team is pretty similar, a young team. They think both the boys and girls for Kettle Moraine are getting ready to make some tournament runs over the next couple of years. So that could be a tough second game or tough regional final game without one of your stars. But, again, when you come to the playoffs, it's one and done. And who's that next guy to step up? We saw a couple of potential candidates tonight for that next man in. Levante Johnson. We saw Cross make some minutes and carry on. hadn't seen Carrion play at all in the times that I covered Memorial this year. Just a sophomore, so a big body at 6'5". So now some of those younger guys going to have to earn their stripes here a little bit.
Yep, they definitely will.
And then you look at Anthony Miller. Only he had 9 points, only 2 field goals in the second half. He had that 3 to open the game. Then he didn't score. He had 2 free throws. That was it for the rest of the first half. So Middleton did a pretty good job with that zone, knowing where he was and making sure that when he got the ball, they closed out on him. He didn't really get a chance to get many open looks. And I thought, it was, like you said, the dueling zones to start out with. And Middleton's was just more effective tonight.
71-57, the Middleton Cardinals coming back from a 4-point halftime deficit to force a tie and our co-Big 8 champions as they cut down the nets. Hopefully not the only time that they're cutting down nets for the Middleton Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, you got about 3 more times. Regionals, sectionals, and state. Yeah.
And this is a Middleton team that can absolutely make a run and be able to do that.
This is practice.
Yep.
This is a practice run right now. They're going, okay, who goes first? How do we do it?
Exactly.
How do you get up there? Okay, nobody fall and get hurt.
Yep.
You still got some more games to play. But this is a well-earned conference championship for Coach Bavery. And, again, with all the years losing to Madison Memorial, to be able to take them down and share that conference title, this will go up, I'm sure, in some of probably his top 5 games. Just the way the kids responded in that second half, and it just came out, and it was a boom, 16-2, and it was turn out the lights. Where's Danny Dunn? Turn out the lights. The party's over. There it was.
71-57, Middleton winning over Vel Phillips Memorial. Stoughton Health has been providing trusted care close to home, and they are proud to support student athletes from around the area. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more today. 71-57, the Middleton Cardinals get the victory over the Vel Phillips Memorial Spartans. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will name our Pizza Hut player of the game, wrap things up, and look ahead to the postseason that starts for the girls tomorrow night here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Is your home ready for a makeover? At Wanakee Remodeling, we specialize in exterior transformations that turn heads. New siding, flawless decks, and windows that shine. Our team delivers top quality craftsmanship with unbeatable warranties, ensuring your home stands strong and stunning for years to come. Call Wanakee Remodeling today at 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com. Schedule your free estimate and let us bring your vision to life. Wanakee Remodeling, building beauty that lasts.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker Pizza is back. For just $10 for a limited time, get an extra large pizza with 6 huge slices so big you have to fold them. Load it up with your favorite toppings, like the classic and crispy pepperoni. It's the perfect way to feed the crew with giant slices and one legendary vibe. Big size, big value, just $10. Head to one of their locations. Order now on the Pizza Hut app or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our Home Comfort Priority Plan and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Hooper is here with 24-hour heating, cooling, plumbing, and fire protection service for your home and business. Turn to the experts, Carrier and Hooper.
(71-57), the Middleton Cardinals, co-Big 8 champions. As we see John Grimes, one of the 7 seniors on this Cardinals team, finishing up cutting down the nets for their Big 8 Conference Championship here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Browse their car selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Sumrow. And Dennis, it's now time for us to name our Pizza Hut player of the game.
No one outpizzas the Hut, and no one outperformed this player tonight. The player of the game is presented by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. No one outpizzas the Hut.
And Dennis, who was our Pizza Hut player of the game?
Well, we've got some pretty good candidates tonight, but I think we'll give it to the leading scorer for Middleton. They had 4 in double figures. Jackson Guerrero and Luke Sheehan with 11 each, 13 for Carter Parks. But the game high score and Middleton star tonight, our Pizza Hut player of the game, John Grimes. He had 4 threes, 2 in each half. Came out, hit a big one in that 9-2 run to get that started in the second half. And I thought he played pretty well overall, both ends of the court.
John Grimes with 19 points and the Big 8 Conference Championship, our Pizza Hut player of the game. Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker pizza is just $10 for a limited time. An extra large pizza with 6 huge foldable slices and bold New York style flavor. Big size, big value, just $10. Order on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. Dennis, this is day 1 of 3 straight days of high school basketball on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Tomorrow night, you and I head over to the east side where La Follette, the Lancers, host Kettle Moraine for a girls regional semifinal game. Expect that one to be a great game. Naya Riak for Madison La Follette, the first ever girls basketball player to dunk in a game in the state of Wisconsin. And she's already got 1,000 points as a sophomore.
And I talked to Coach Will Green, and he said, yeah, he was waiting, and he goes, remember we were there, and they were supposed to call a timeout when she got her 1,000th point and whatever, and he was so wrapped up in the game. It was like, Coach, he said, the same thing happened on the dunk. They went, and then it was like, oh, hey, we got to celebrate this. So they stopped and had a little bit. So, but he goes, now what we want to celebrate is the W.
Yep.
And looking for La Follette girls to have a chance. This could be a team to watch over the next couple of years.
I don't even think the next couple of years, Dennis. Well, I think this year they can make a run.
My point is, though, is that they're looking at how young they are, sophomores, and my philosophy is, why not now?
Yeah.
Why wait? You never know. Injuries happen. Look at Kettle Moraine, for example. Coming into the season, they thought they had a pretty good team that could challenge in the Classic 8. 2 players out for the whole season right away to start. They've lost a couple others for 6 weeks. Concussion, broken fingers, hip injury, ACLs. It's like, oh my God, it's a MASH unit.
Yep.
So you never know what's going to happen. And I think right now we got to see their win over Verona at La Follette, and I was really impressed just with how the team played around Naya. And again, the question watching her last year as a freshman and early was, is she playing up because she's such a dominant player? Is she giving 100% all the time on both ends of the court? That night she did.
Yep.
If you get a game where she is engaged, look out, especially with Champ coming off the bench too. And she's got a good supporting cast. And that's a team that can have put 3 or 4 in double figures. But when they brought her out to the point at 6'3", and she's directing traffic, and then remember, she missed a couple of threes.
Yep.
She hit the first one, and the student section exploded.
Yep.
You're going, now she dunks? Oh, my God. So this is a good girl to come out and watch. And we saw her afterwards. She went by and said hi.
Yep.
She had her banner for 1,000th point. But 1,000 points as a sophomore.
Yeah, she is something special. She is easily the front runner for that sophomore class for Miss Basketball in the state of Wisconsin.
In 2 years.
We expect her to be one of the top recruits, not only in the state, but in the entire country. You'll have a chance to see Naya Riak and an outstanding La Follette Lancers team play on Friday night. If they do win, I'll spoil the TBD versus TBA on our ESPN Madison YouTube channel. We'll follow the La Follette Lancers then for the regional final if they do come away with the win on Friday night against Kettle Moraine. We expect that game to be against the 3-seed Brookfield East for a regional final over in Brookfield East. So if you can't travel over there on Saturday because of some of the snow that might come, we'll be over there. It'll be myself and Adam Mertz on the call on Saturday. But Dennis, you and I are back at it tomorrow night for Kettle Moraine and La Follette. It's going to be a great game.
If you're like where I am, you'll have it on your phone on Saturday because I'll be at the Kohl Center for state finals for wrestling.
Yeah, you're a busy man this time of year with all the state tournaments going on.
So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm there for 2 of them, but you're the man holding the fort this weekend. And then next week we got 4 games in 3 days. It gets even better.
Yep, it gets even better. Then we get boys sectional semifinals and finals, and then the best 3 days in the entire state with the boys tournament at the Kohl Center after that. We're going to have all of the postseason, all 15 state championship tournament games from the Kohl Center coming up. ESPN Madison is your place to be for high school sports this time of year. We're going to have you covered with all of the postseason right here. For our video producer, Owen Dimfel, for the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow, I am Hunter Vaughn. Middleton 71, Memorial 57. The Middleton Cardinals getting a share of the Big 8 championship. And we're on to the postseason here on ESPN Madison.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.